David Ross isn't talking about the Capitola flood. He's talking about the insurance response to the damage it left in its wake.
I don't have the funds to go on.
His dreams of franchising the popular Carousel Taffy store have now been crushed. His savings spent repairing flood damage because Allied Insurance denied his claim. And he's not alone. Allied also denied the Kincaid Gallery's claim.
It was just like a lake in here.
Tom Austin says his family's been paying more than $7,000 a year for 30 years, only to have their first claim denied by Allied, a subsidiary of the Fortune 500 company Nationwide.
Nationwide, who's on your side? Not in this instance.
Policy lawyer Jerry Mannion reviewed both policies for us, along with insurance advocate Amy Bach.
It looks here that from the get-go, they were determined not to pay.
First, Allied denied the claim, stating the damage was due to surface water, a policy exclusion. But engineers point out that surface water was caused by a broken drain pipe.
The water would have been controlled had the pipe not broke. It's really due to pipe failure.
FEMA contracted engineer Clark Stoner says those findings have been widely reported. And Mannion points out when it comes to damage due to pipe failure,
that is a covered claim.
But when the Kincaid Gallery reminded Allied of the drain water damage coverage in its policy, the company sent a second denial, this time citing what experts say is an obscure clause that limits coverage 10 days before or after a flood.
Which is when you're most likely to have this exact loss.
Mannion says in 34 years, he's never seen coverage that limits drain pipe damage before a flood, since drain damage is likely to cause a flood.
That's the perfect example of hidden fine print legalese exclusion.
And Bach points out, in order to enforce an unexpected clause, Allied, or any other insurer, would have to prove it previously made it clear to the policyholder. We brought this to Allied's attention and pointed out it only limits coverage for sewers and sump pumps, not drain pipes. We also included engineering reports and weather data, which experts claim established the flood was a result of the drain pipe. Allied's response? The facts do not support the cause of the flood was mechanical failure of a pipe.
From a practical standpoint, the only thing you can do is sue them.
That's a tough one.
Back at the taffy shop, that news is heartbreaking. Unless he sues Allied, David Ross is out of options.
I'm not going to have it anymore.